Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Good evening, I'm Rob King. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. With Christmas just a few days away, many of us busy getting those last-minute gifts. And among those shoppers is a local basketball team. But they aren't shopping for family or friends. Today, they were shopping for people they've never met. Madeline Mullins tagged along on the shopping spree and shares why their coach teaching them more than just basketball.
Not every basketball team takes a break between games to go on a shopping spree. But you do if you're on S2P, or the Shoes to Play team. Today, the coach wasn't talking about dribbling or shooting a free throw, but about how to pick out the best toys. But these gifts aren't for them.
What we're doing today is purchasing gifts and presents and essentials for families that are staying at the Ronald McDonald House, just to make their holiday a little bit special.
For the past year and a half, head coach Joshua Luetta has been teaching these girls how to give back to the community and why it's important to help those who are less fortunate. And those lessons are sinking in.
It's making people feel more happy on the inside, and it just gives them a lot of hope while being in the hospital.
And bringing gifts here to the Ronald McDonald House is just one of many donations that Shoes to Play has made. This basketball team is a part of the bigger Shoes to Play nonprofit that Luetta started 6 years ago. Initially, it was started to donate shoes to underprivileged children. It has since grown to include donations like this one to the Ronald McDonald House.
Just for them to see it firsthand and what it means, to give back and just, like I said, show how blessed we really are, really puts things in perspective.
So far, these girls have helped donate over 150 pairs of shoes, some of them to their own classmates.
The basketball part is always really fun, and it's just really cool to go out and play games, but the giving back part is more meaningful to me.
The hope is that this will inspire these girls to give back to the community long after basketball is done. In Spokane Valley, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Madeline, thanks. Well, were you one of the people hitting the stores today in those last couple of days before Christmas? Today, considered Super Saturday, also known as the Procrastinators Black Friday. The National Retail Federation estimates almost 159 million shoppers will hit the stores today. And it wasn't a bad day weather-wise to do some last-minute shopping here in the Inland Northwest, as long as you brought a jacket. What are the conditions like if you still need to buy gifts? Jason Valentine tracking your holiday weekend so you can know they're going to stay out of the rain.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good till tomorrow evening. So
got it. Get it done early in the morning.
Shop early.
Knock it out.
Today's the last day of fall, Rob.
Oh, happy end of fall to you.
Happy solstice to you as we head into tomorrow. Good Saturday evening, everyone. Folks, I hope you're enjoying your last evening of fall. We hit winter tomorrow at 7:03 a.m. 37 right now for the Spokane region, and we're still hanging most of our areas above the freezing mark. We do expect to be below or right at the freezing mark overnight tonight. On our radar, we just saw just a little bit of snow coming into the north of Kellogg. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. We're going to continue to look good with chances of rain to rain-snow mix for the next couple of days. And when they show up, they're going to leave pretty much as soon as they come. But we have a good chance of seeing rain-snow mix coming on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day. Now, depending on how you look at it, that's kind of a white Christmas. I know a lot of people look forward to that. We'll, of course, know the closer we get. So, high temperature trend. We remain cooler than we were for much of this month of December, but we are still above our average, which is right around 31, 32, right around the freezing mark. So we are still staying, we're relatively warm. In our evening planner, we do expect to see a little bit of clearing and then a little bit more cloud coverage coming in as we're in the overnight period. Again, overnight lows could dip below the freezing mark. So a chilly morning, we do expect some sunshine for your Sunday morning, but then possible shower activity late into early Monday morning. I'll get all the timings on that in my full forecast that's coming up.
Jason, thanks. We're continuing to track the flooding conditions on Washington's west side. Today, Governor Bob Ferguson expressed his deep appreciation for the first responders, kept people safe during a difficult weather week. Some people returning home after flooding conditions forced them to leave everything behind last week. In his briefing today, Ferguson explained that officials keeping an eye on the levee infrastructure in the region. So far, there have been 2 breaches in the levee system. Ferguson acknowledged the chance of another possible breach.
That risk is still being described to us as moderate. In other words, the risk of a breach is still real. This is an extremely unpredictable situation. Weather is unpredictable. Debris is unpredictable. Things are very unpredictable, and we're going to continue to keep the public informed.
Governor Ferguson says he's mobilizing 100 members of the National Guard to help respond to this crisis. 50 of those National Guard members will be made available to help patrol the levees and keep eyes on the levee at all times. The joint Spokane Valley Fire Department and City of Spokane Fire Department Swiftwater Rescue Team now back home. According to SVFD, the team had been demobilized from Skagit County, where it had been the past 8 days to help with some of those rescue operations during the flooding. In a social media post, Spokane Valley Fire Department said we're proud of their dedication, professionalism, and commitment to helping those in need when it mattered most. A Washington State Patrol trooper hit and killed by a car Friday evening. 29-year-old Tara Marissa Gooding was investigating a crash in Tacoma before she was hit. WSP says Gooding joined the force last year. The agency says this is the 34th line-of-duty death in their history. Officials and colleagues describe this as a tragic loss. And safety improvements coming to roads in Othello and the Colville Reservation. It's thanks to some federal grants. The U.S. Department of Transportation's Safe Streets and Roads for All program, providing $400,000 to the Colville tribes and $120,000 to the city of Othello for comprehensive safety plans. These funds will be used to update crash data, develop ADA transition plans, and create safety action plans for key roads, school zones, and residential areas. Communities across Washington received a total of $88.8 million through this grant program. Community members are responding to President Trump's addition to the Kennedy Center's name. When we return, officials are questioning if the name change is even legal. We'll have the debate coming up after the break. And a family of moose get a new home just in time for Christmas. You won't want to miss this story. That's coming up next on 4 News Now at 6.
And we have a look at what the weather is going to look like as we head towards Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in the middle of our work week. But tomorrow, our first day of winter, will live up to the winter name. All of your forecast, that is next on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock. Hope to see you after the break.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Missisquoi.com.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
This holiday season, Walker's Furniture and Graham EK are teaming up with the help of KXLY to give some person or family in need the gift of a better night's sleep. Just go to KXLY.com and nominate the person or family who could use a new mattress. And on December 22nd, we'll announce the winner.
Thank you, KXLY, for helping Walker's Furniture and myself support this great cause. Together, we can make a difference.
I'm Mark Peterson. During this season of giving, consider donating or volunteering with the Inland Northwest Wildlife Council, producers of The Big Horn Show, an organization committed to protecting and enhancing wildlife and fish habitat. Your donation supports numerous programs like early hunter education, wildlife habitat build-out, access to wildlands for those with disabilities, and mentoring programs. Check out their impact at inwc.org and give or volunteer today.
Some know it as prime rib. Officially, it's called a ribeye roast. We call ours divine. Tender, mouth-watering Hereford beef, aged to perfection for 5 weeks and never frozen. Oven ready and easy. Divine beef ribeye roast, tied and seasoned at your request. Reserve yours now, exclusively at Yoke's Fresh Markets.
He didn't just bring the ring, he brought the truck. More than the truck, she saw the road ahead. A lifetime of adventure with him, by her side, the Ram leading the way. Love for a lifetime. She said yes.
I do.
To all of it. Lithia Spokane Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let's go.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shop the Valley. We're packaged perfectly.
Welcome back. A moose family used to live near the University of Idaho Arboretum, but they have a more suitable home now. Idaho Fish and Game successfully relocated a cow, bull, and 2 calves from the Arboretum earlier this week. The moose had become increasingly comfortable with living on campus, which raised concerns about safety and potential conflicts with people. Fish and Game staff safely transported the moose family to a remote location a few miles out.
Excellent.
Hopefully they got their degrees before they would leave.
Well, I hope so. It's tough to get those degrees when they're outside all the time.
And it's 30 degrees outside?
Exactly, you got it. Let's take a look outside. Let's get our actual temperatures. Good Saturday evening. Hope you had a great Sunday planned. In the mid to upper 30s, and these are going to be our highs for the next couple of days. Maybe some lower 40s mixed in there, but we are cooler than those mid 50s that we were enjoying even last week. But that windstorm took away the heat, and we've been dealing with cooler temperatures than that. So today, the last full day of autumn, winds to slow down overnight. We're going to be looking at light winds returning tomorrow and at least into Monday. Rain snow mix very likely for Christmas Eve day and Christmas Day. More mountain snow as well, quite a bit of snow actually. So as we're looking at our radar, again, we saw just a skiff of snow coming in to the northeast of our areas, but that is about it. Probably rain snow mix, except for in upper elevations. We expect to be dry tomorrow for most of our areas, but we could see a little bit of shower activity coming in early into the Pullman-Moscow area. For Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, you're going to be looking mostly dry until maybe the evening hours. We have really scattered and kind of an unsettled weather pattern, and we'll be seeing just little bits of shower activity pretty quick coming through very early on Monday, possibly returning again very scattered as we get into Monday evening. Best chance, though, for our week ahead will be Wednesday, which is Christmas Eve day. 70% chance of showers then. Again, rain snow mix likely. So taking a look at our passes, Snoqualmie Pass has seen quite a bit of snow for the past couple of days. Snowing right now at Lookout Pass. 4th of July looking pretty good. Stevens Pass, just as a reminder, is closed right now. They expect another almost 2 feet possible, 1 foot to 2 feet in Stevens through Sunday evening. 19 more inches today and tomorrow for Snoqualmie, 16 more inches for Lookout. So my goodness, it's quite a bit of snow. So if travelers are coming in or you're heading out, do keep an eye on current conditions and restrictions at the passes you're going through. Yes, tomorrow, can you believe it, is the winter solstice at 7:03. And again, it's the longest day of the year, the least amount of sunlight possible for our regions. And then we'll start to get our days longer and longer until we get to the summer solstice, which is in the end of June. So taking a look at our temperatures, we are mostly in the 30s. 28, cool spot for Lookout Pass. 42, our hot spot for the Tri-Cities. We're going to be right around that freezing mark for our overnight lows for most of our cities. Current winds were finally slowing down. We don't have any 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts. We've had those earlier today in Spokane. Down to 18. Those will continue to abate into our overnight period. 7-day forecast, 39 tomorrow, and then lower 40s as we get to Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. Cooler for Christmas Day. With the timing of overnight being below the freezing mark, we could see a little bit of early snow for Christmas Day until it starts to warm up. So if you're looking for a white Christmas, that's our best chance. But again, folks, we're going to be a little bit above our average for this time of year. Overnight lows right around the freezing mark. Tomorrow should be a nice day. Chance of rain late.
All right, Jason, thanks. Well, good news for skiers. Lookout Pass opening up again tomorrow. If you and your family want to take a few runs down the mountain, they say they're excited to reopen after near historic rainfall with the high winds this week. Chairlifts 1 and 4 will be running from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday with discounted pricing in effect. A new video from this morning shows protesters rallying outside of the newly renamed Donald J. Trump and John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts. Workers added President Trump's name to the sign on Friday, just a day after the Board of Trustees voted unanimously to rename the arts institution. The legality of the change, however, still in question. It's not clear if the board has the authority to rename the institution.
I wanted to honor what happened and honor that it's over, but I wasn't anticipating how emotional it is to be here in person.
Brown University held a memorial honoring the 2 students that were shot and killed on campus last week, both just starting their college journeys. Authorities found the suspect, Claudio Neves Valenti, dead by suicide in a New Hampshire storage facility after a days-long search. The motive remains under investigation. The NTSB says it's still unable to verify who piloted the small private jet that crashed in Statesville, North Carolina, Thursday. The crash killed 7 people, including former NASCAR driver Greg Biffle and his family. The NTSB also announced that one passenger on board sent a distressing text message to a family member before the crash.
The NTSB is aware of one brief text from a passenger on board the aircraft to a family member that read, and I quote, "Emergency landing." Again, that's emergency landing. We are not aware of any other communications from passengers on board the aircraft to those on the ground.
The identity of the passenger who sent that text not disclosed during the press conference. The NTSB says it has recovered the aircraft's cockpit voice recorder. Investigators have also obtained the plane's maintenance logs. Lots of online shopping websites are using AI chatbot assistants, and you've probably noticed the message box in the corner of your screen. Companies like Lululemon, Pandora Jewelry, and Williams-Sonoma now use these digital agents to handle customer questions. Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff explains how customers can get the most from these systems.
Talk to it, just use your own language. Just speak to it like we're speaking right now.
Benioff also recommends logging in so the AI can access your purchase history. Many bots now handle returns and track shipments without transferring you to a human. And if the bot can't help, you can always ask to speak to a human representative. As kids head home for winter break, health officials say parents should prepare for the challenges that come with having them home from school. Licensed therapist Jody Baumstein with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says it's okay to feel overwhelmed. She recommends getting everyone in the house on the same page. That means daily routines, meal times, and chores. She says you want to aim for balance.
A lot of times our brains kind of think in terms of all or nothing, black or white, but we don't want it to be either super rigid and very, very structured or a free-for-all. Neither extreme is great for us, and especially not great for kids.
Baumstein says if the joy of winter break starts to wear off, remember, it's okay for kids to be bored. Also, it's important for parents to manage screen time over the holidays, just like you should when school is in session. Well, when we come back, Mia Green will have more details on Washington State football facing Utah State in the Idaho Potato Bowl on Monday. Don't go away.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Hello, I'm Diamond Dan Clark.
And I'm Jeweler Jane.
And we're from Clark's Diamond Jewelers in beautiful downtown Coeur d'Alene.
Our snow promotion is back for Christmas. From now until December 31st, every purchase you make at Clark's could be absolutely free.
If it snows 4 inches or more on January 11th, 2026, Clark's Diamond Jewelers will refund your entire purchase. Every ring, every necklace, every sparkling gift under the tree could be free.
Clark's Diamond Jewelers, where your holiday sparkle just might be free.
Depression and anxiety can feel like a heavy, suffocating weight pulling you down. But there is hope. Neurostim TMS can help you regain your life. No medications, no drug-related side effects, just a proven solution covered by insurance. Our FDA-approved, non-invasive transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy targets the source of your symptoms. Neurostim works when medications fail and is the Northwest's leader in TMS, with over 250,000 successful treatments delivered.
I'd say going through TMS therapy really hit me with a sense of relief. I didn't know that I could feel this good again. I can actually find this, joy and peace in things again, and it's been incredible.
It was as though I was out of this darkness, literally, but I feel 100% better. I feel like I'm myself.
There is hope for stubborn depression and anxiety. Call today for a free consultation.
Coeur d'Alene Honda has been here since 1968, owned and operated by the same family for over 57 years.
A lot's changed in 57 years. The way we treat our customers hasn't.
Check out our reviews. With a 4.7 rating, it shows we really care.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, all of our new and select pre-owned Hondas come with our free nationwide lifetime warranty.
If you're looking for that perfect vehicle, we've got you covered.
We work with local credit unions and lenders to get you the best rate possible.
I just got approved with no money down.
Don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Give the gift that roars. Coming to Spokane's first Interstate Center this January.
You're home for Jay and Kevin in the morning. I just want to love somebody. You ain't nothing but a liar. Somebody pour me a drink. The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
Washington State football is gearing up for the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, where they'll play Utah State, and it's just 2 short days away. For Washington State, they wrapped up their regular season with an even 6-6 record, and they now have a new head coach in Kirby Moore. This will be the first appearance in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl for Washington State that's played on the Smurf turf at Albertson Stadium. For their opponent, Utah State, they're familiar with this bowl, and it will be their 6th trip to Idaho, more than any other school. My sports director Jack Wallace and I will be in Boise for the bowl game to bring you the best coverage beginning tomorrow evening. We'll be live from Boise. Monday is game day, so we'll be live on Good Morning Northwest and all the other shows that day as well, so make sure you tune in. It'll be a fun one. And kicking it over to Cougs men's hoops, Wazoo closed out their non-conference play today as they hosted the Mercer Bears. 30 points from the Cougs were in the paint, but Ace Glass led the way with 24 points. He's been the team's leading scorer all season, and the Cougs had 5 players land in double figures. The Cougs went on to win that one for a final score of 84-78, their 2nd straight win. They'll look to carry that momentum into their next game, which is conference play. They'll hit the road to face Portland on Sunday, December 28th at 2 p.m. And Gonzaga men's hoops have a Pacific Northwest showdown as they head to Portland to face the Oregon Ducks. The Bulldogs enter the matchup 11-1, fresh off of a 98-70 win over Campbell. They look to close out non-conference play strong, while the Ducks enter the matchup 6-5 on the season. These two teams have not met since 2019. Head coach Mark Few spoke about the upcoming matchup against the Ducks.
It's just going to be a really, really big game. We've had an incredible, non-league season here so far. I think we've probably garnered as many tough wins. I've got to ask them to see if they can get one more. And so that'll be a big game for both teams.
The 7th-ranked Bulldogs are set to tip off against the Ducks in Portland tomorrow at 3 p.m. And for Eastern Washington men's basketball, they came into today's game off of a 78-63 loss to the Cougs in the 509 Classic. They were in Salt Lake to take on the Utah Utes. Utah entered this matchup 7-4 on the season. The Eags are looking for their first road win. Head coach Dan Monson spoke about his team's performance so far this season.
We're getting better, but we're not good enough right now, and that's why you play in the preseason, to figure out if you're good enough or not. And we know we're not, but now we have to get better and continue to, to improve with the Big Sky, 2 games away. But we'll go to Utah and continue to fight together.
Eastern Washington just wrapped up their game a few moments ago with the Utes. The Utes did end up winning that one for a final score of 101-77. The Eagles will remain on the road to face BYU on Monday at 6 p.m. And at Ferris High School, girls wrestlers from around the area took part in the Belle of the Brawl, a day full of matches, athletes across multiple weight classes competing and gaining experience in a holiday edition tournament. The director of that tournament and head coach of Ferris Girls Wrestling, Jeff Emery, spoke about the importance of having tournament experience.
It's huge. The 3 ways you get better at wrestling is practice, matches, and then go to camp and lift in the summer. So the opportunity to see more people, to interact with more teams, to try out more styles, to work on more stuff, it definitely benefits them, just interacting with their community and being part of a sport where you're constantly circulating through your town. I think that benefits them as far as community goes.
Girls wrestling is on the rise, and today at Ferris was just an example of that. And well, Rob, girls wrestling, that was a lot of fun today going to that.
Belle of the Brawls, how cute. What
Isn't
a great
that so
name.
classic?
I know. All right, Mia, thanks. We'll have another check of weather right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Black Sheep Sporting Goods.
Meet the Crunch, the holiday deal destroyer. But this season, joy wins. We sweeten every deal with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Don't let the crunch steal the deal. Camp Chevy.
we've got you covered.
Sanja loves to bake cupcakes or cookies, but her feet, they were throbbing. Then one day, I found a solution. Arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to welcome in some fun and friendly holiday spirit. Send us a picture of your pet decked out for the holidays, and you could win a $100 gift card to a local pet store courtesy of BECU. Details at kxoy.com/holidaypets. 4 News Now and Beverly's in the Coeur d'Alene Resort present 4 Steps to Flavor.
Hi, I'm Chef Jim Barrett, and today we're going to make Croquembouche. Croquembouche is a 16th century classic dessert made with arranging cream puffs in the pattern of a tree. It translates to crunchy in the mouth. First step is making the cream puffs. After the cream puffs come out of the oven, they're dipped in chocolate, decorated, and ready to attach to our white chocolate Christmas tree. This is our beautiful completed Croquembouche tree.
Four Steps to Flavor, brought to you by Beverly's and the Coeur d'Alene Resort.
Welcome back. Let's get you ready for your Sunday. Could see some sunshine in the morning, and don't forget, winter hits, if you can believe it, at 7:03 a.m. tomorrow. We could see a little bit of shower activity, very light though, in your afternoon and very late. So a good day if you're procrastinating on shopping. Highs are going to be in the upper 30s, light winds.
Jason, thanks. Well, if your kids still need to do some Christmas shopping, Scale House Market, perfect event focused for little ones to do so. Scale House hosting the first ever Little Elves Market at the Quarry. Kids can get a prepaid $25 budget, then pick out gifts that are priced at $1, $3, and $5. At the same time, parents can enjoy a special brunch from a guest chef, the Little Elves Market. Tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Be sure to keep an eye out for Santa Claus, set to be there until 2 p.m. That's nice. Kids feel like they're participating then, but they don't have to go to Target.
Exactly.
Which is nice.
Exactly. And get to see Santa Claus.
Absolutely. Who doesn't want to do that?
I can't name anybody.
All right. Well, thanks for watching 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you back here tomorrow.